Hey guys, what's up? Just heading to the gym, and I thought I'd make a video about fat burning and supplements that help with fat burning, because it's springtime and I see a lot of people posting about getting their summertime body and posting different routines and diet trends and things like that always come about around this time. So I wanted to just address the aspect of supplements that would help with burning body fat, helping to get you to your goal. There's a lot of different supplements that are out on the market that you can play around with, but I want to kind of cut right through all of the BS that's out there because there's a ton of it, and you know, you can play with supplements and try different things, and you may get a little bit of benefit here and there. I mean, I would expect that you might, because typically when you take a supplement, you do start to implement some healthier eating habits or just more conscious eating habits, as well as possibly, you know, doing some exercise. So sometimes when you're taking a supplement, it's easy to think that the supplement is helping you, rather than the fact that you just changed some of your behaviors. So if you are inclined to use a supplement to help get you to a higher level of fat burning, some really good ones that are out there are going to contain things like caffeine and some herbal ingredients that are considered stimulants. There's a lot of controversy that always seems to buzz around the use of stimulants, but I just want to point out that many people will use caffeine every day on a regular basis. I just did a survey online amongst my Facebook friends, and for those of you that participated, really the majority of you are using caffeine, whether it be caffeine, energy drinks, or what have you. So don't get too caught up on the fear factors around stimulants. Stimulants aren't bad, it's the overuse of stimulants, as well as if you're, you know, on medications, or if there's any reasonable restrictions as to why you shouldn't be using any stimulants, then that's up to you. Doesn't mean that all stimulants are bad. Alright, so we've got caffeine. Caffeine, if you're using it on the days where you are exercising, meaning doing cardio, lifting weights, as part of a pre-workout, that's fine. There's pros and cons to doing that. It does help with burning fat, it does help with increasing your thermogenic level, it does help with mental focus, and it can help to suppress the appetite a little bit. So that's great. The downside to using caffeine is that when you're taking on a stimulant like that and you are putting that in your system, what you're doing in a sense is you're adding stress to your body, if that makes any sense. And what I mean by that is it's stressing the system, okay? It's stressing the central nervous system. Anytime that you do that, you're going to raise cortisol levels. Cortisol comes from your adrenal glands, which is in charge of the fight or flight response of your system, of your body. The problem with taking in caffeine day after day after day is that you burn yourself out. What happens in turn when you have too much cortisol production, what's going to happen is you're going to end up being more prone to body fat. Your body sort of numbs out in the sense where you're not as sensitive to it anymore. And the long-term effects are that it's going to be harder for you to burn fat. It's going to be much easier to put on body fat. And, you know, that in combination with inactivity and poor eating habits is going to make it that much more difficult and challenging for you to burn body fat. So be mindful of the use of caffeine. Alright? So back to its use. If you're going to use it, I would use caffeine around, you know, within 2 to 3 hours of waking up, and then 3 to 4 hours after your first dose, meaning twice a day. That's it. Don't get crazy and do it all day long. Whether that be in an energy drink, a pre-workout drink, pill form caffeine, what have you. Just twice a day. That's it. If you take it too late in the day, you're going to end up keeping yourself awake. You're going to be kicking up your cortisol production. You don't want that, all right? There's just no need for it. It's unnecessary. If you want to get the fat-burning effects of the caffeine, cycle your caffeine use. Use it, maybe 5 days out of the week, not 7. You could do it Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, off Saturday. Pick a cycle. Don't get into this habitual use of using it. This way it'll keep your body more sensitive to it. You won't require more to get the effect. So when you go into a store and you're looking at the fat burners and things like that, 9 out of 10 times there's going to be some caffeine in there. And the reason is because the caffeine helps to make the product work. There's a ton of other herbal supplements and ingredients that are on the market that can differentiate one product from another. Does that make or break the product? It just depends. Again, there's so many on the market at this point in time that it's really hard to single out any one specific product. My personal favorite combination is the one made by NutraBio, because it quantifies every single ingredient that's in the formulation. It is a stimulant-based product, but it's very effective. If you want more information, just message me. I'm not going to try to sell you on something right now. I just want to throw it out there that that's one that I have experience with, and I'm very confident in it, and it works well. One of the things that I do a lot is if I'm going to take something that's a thermogenic, I just make my own. Very simply, you can use just straight up black coffee, and you can take that, use that a couple times a day in concert with healthy eating. Mindful eating is what I say, meaning just be aware of what and why you're eating something. Don't eat mindlessly. Don't, just shovel things into your face because it tastes good. We joke about that a lot. People joke about that a lot. But honestly, you guys, if you have a goal in mind, you got to get your shit together. It's challenging enough to get from point A to B. Why set yourself up for failure? It's something that I just feel inclined to say because I do run into situations where people will tell me that they have a goal, and yet they absolutely take no responsibility in getting to that goal. They just want it to happen, and it doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that. So just get it together. Set your goals in front of you, figure it out, and go after it. Many different tools out there by which you can get there quicker, more efficiently, effectively, and make the the process not as challenging as it needs to be. So it's up to you. With products that are out there that are stimulant free, there's a lot out there that are effective, but to simplify it for you, look for ingredients like L-carnitine. L-carnitine works by making the cells in the body work more efficiently, helps with energy production. L-carnitine actually gets shuttled into the nucleus of the cell and helps the cell to be more effective and efficient and healthier. So in turn you get better metabolic response, which is great because a lot of health benefits to that, not just fat burning. But when your body's working efficiently, you're going to equilibrate the body. You're going to be in a more balanced state, so your body's going to use that fat for fuel. So look for something that has L-carnitine in it. Another one that's out there that's been out for a long time, it's stimulant free. I don't think that it really has been in the spotlight for a long time, and I'll tell you why. But it's called CLA, which stands for conjugated linoleic acid, but you'll find it under the name CLA. And it's a fatty acid. the thing that with that product is you want to take it in an efficient dose every day, which is typically like 3 to 5 grams. Anything less than that, then I'm not going to say it's not worth taking, but if you're taking it for fat burning effects and you want to see fat burning take place, you've got to take at least 3 grams a day. That product typically comes in 1 gram capsules, so you want to take at least 3 of those a day. If you're not going to do that, don't take it. Don't throw your money away on it if you're not going to take it the way it's supposed to be taken. But with that product, I would use that as a companion product to a stimulant-based product. And the reason for that is because what CLA does is it helps to simplify it. What it helps to do is it opens up the fat cell, or makes the fat cell more accessible to be utilized by the body for energy. When that happens, you want to burn it off. You want a thermogenic type effect, so taking the stimulant-based product, which is your thermogenic, along with something like CLA, which let's just say we'll call that a lipotropic or a fat mobilizer. Using those together, you get a synergistic effect, which is awesome. The other benefit to taking the CLA is that it helps to preserve lean muscle mass. It can help to curb the appetite, but I don't really highlight that as a benefit because it's not huge, but it can happen. And it also just has some other health properties. There's been studies that have shown that CLA can help boost the immune system. So that would be my my recommendation. So let's review: caffeine, L-carnitine, CLA. There's other herbs out there that are helpful. There's other ingredients out there that are helpful. I'm just picking on those because I think it's a good starting point. And again, I'm just really basically just trying to provoke some thought and conversation. If you have any questions or any, if you want any clarification, just hit me up and I'll help you out. Again, NutriBio makes a great product. I can send you a link to that if you're interested. I'm going to go work out and do some legs. My favorite. Not really, but hey, it's necessary. Goals, people. But yeah, anyway, I hope it's just helpful tips. If you got any questions, let me know. You guys, I appreciate you listening, all your support for my posts, my rants, all my nuclear stuff, you guys. Really appreciate it. All right. Be awesome always. Talk to you later.